Hello everyone. The new Kadet Pro is an anodized version of TsPROF's Kadet Sharpener with a brand new wheel adjustment system. It's retailing for around $500 at the time of this video, a price which includes a set of TsPROF's diamond stones. The device weighs 2,100 grams or 4.7 pounds. It has a small footprint and utilizes a knife flipping mechanism that has made TsPROF famous. We'll be looking at two additional accessories, the L attachment bracket seen here and the Convex Mini for applying convex edges. I'm going to use the latter to sharpen a knife. We'll go over pros and cons, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. Full disclosure, TsPROF sent me the system for free, so technically this video contains a paid promotion for TsPROF. But rest assured, this will be an honest review. You'll see. Opening the box, the first thing I've noticed is that they've upped their packaging game. The wrap box, styrofoam, their stones. It's pro. It smells like a new car, and it's delicious. The next thing one notices immediately is that the Kadet Pro is easy to assemble. It goes together in about a minute. And when I say it goes together, I mean it glides together. The design and tolerances are amazing. With TsPROF sharpeners, the whole is always greater than the sum of their parts. Yeah, I mean, that's just sort of a wow, isn't it? So I don't consider myself to be a sharpening geek, but this unit gives me goosebumps. It's so nice. It's hard to believe items of this quality are still made today after all the cheap garbage we consume on Amazon and from big box stores. So the Kadet Pro is just stunning.
This is the rack, this arch, that the movable body slides up and down to adjust the sharpening angle. On the old system, it was sort of manual. You undid a knob in the back and then you just sort of manually slid it up and down and retightened it. On the Pro, you have a locking lever here, and then this wheel moves it up and down quite easily. This is our stone compensator. If we start off with, say, a thin stone, we set the stone height here on the compensator by loosening it, pressing it down, tightening the screw, and then we sharpen. And if we switch, say, brands or stone heights like this, we want to move to a thicker polishing stone. We'll loosen our screw, adjust the height to the new stone height, tighten it, and now our angle has been adjusted to compensate for the change in the width of our stone.
The unit can sharpen blades up to about 12 inches or 300 millimeters in length. Its jaws open to just a hair over a quarter inch or 7 millimeters under my measurements, and it can tackle sharpening angles from 9 to 28 degrees according to TsPROF. About that sharpening angle, how true does the unit stay when flipping side to side?
20.75 and 0. 20.7. And 0. Let's turn it back.
Given the finicky nature of my angle finder, I consider these results to be perfect.
20.65 and 0.
For extra stability, you can clamp the base down if needed. These are the L brackets, and they cost extra. They're an additional accessory. They do several things. First, they can widen the clamp position on a blade for, say, a very long fillet knife, and leave room in the middle for one or two standard bracket clamps to fit as well. The brackets can also be used to push your clamps together in the middle, converting them to basically a single clamp for small blades. This is the Convex Mini, and believe it or not, this doodad lets us convex a knife edge, something I haven't seen in a fixed angle sharpener before. Convexing is usually reserved for belt-style sharpeners or sharpening on stones by hand. If it works, the versatility of this system just went way up.
You notice I'm going back and forth in one spot on the blade. That's because since the angle is changing based on where we are on the stone, you have to do the same spot, the same, column with an entire stroke. You're not going to go, across your entire blade like that in a sweeping motion because the angle will be steeper over here and shallower over here. I'm not sure exactly what kind of edge that is, but it's not convex. So you have to sort of stay in one spot and go back and forth for a bit. All right, this is interesting. If we move our platform all the way to the top of our rack, our sharpening angle is as narrow it gets, about 9 degrees or something like that. With the stone all the way at the back edge here along the edge of our knife, this sharpening angle is at 19 degrees. And if we move to the front edge of our stone, we're at 14 degrees. So there's a 5-degree difference as I measure with my angle finder. And If you just use maybe the back edge of the stone, you're doing 19 to 17 degrees, 19 to 17, just the front edge, maybe 14 to 16 or something like that. And I guess it doesn't really matter. It just depends on how shallow you want your final apex to be. But whatever you do, it needs to be the same all the way up and down the edge of your knife. So you have to move cover the same distance on your stone everywhere you go to keep a consistent radius going up and down your edge. And the more the stone you use, the wider your bevel will be, I guess. It's interesting.
All right, let's give this a go and see what we come up with. I'm going to take this to 3000 grit. I really like convex edges. Next, I'm going to convex sharpen a knife with a handle on it so I can try to cut some thick rope and see what happens.
Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't bad. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, simple 1084 steel with a nice convex edge on it sure can do a lot, y'all. Convex edges aren't the best for absolutely everything, but they sure are killer for a lot of things. Let me show you a few things I was concerned about, then we'll do some pros and cons.
All right, guys, this is an honest review, so I'm going to tell you what honestly I noticed here. If you bump the limiter hard enough, multiple times, it'll loosen up. It'll scooch back a little bit. It's just a thumb screw tightener, and it's good enough under most conditions. But if you keep knocking it like I was doing to get to the edge of the stone there, it'll bump back. This is the menagerie of Allen wrenches that came with my TsPROF sharpener and the attachments. And this is the only one you use during sharpening. It goes up here on the clamp, and that's not unusual at all. So I'm not complaining about that. On the fly, while you're sharpening, all the adjustments are done with thumb screws. So it's not like this comes into play moment to moment, day-to-day use. But I have to be honest, this is a few more Allen wrenches than I'd like to keep up with to maintain my device.
Pros and cons. Pros first. Quality of manufacture is number one. Mine is rock solid. It glides together. The sharpener and the other TsPROF sharpeners I've handled are the highest quality items I've ever owned. So, opening one up and putting it together, it's like driving a brand new luxury car with leather seats and a purr that warms your spine off the lot. Number two, ergonomics and design. It works well. It works elegantly. The sharpener is basically a piece of art. Number three, versatility. This is for real. It just leveled up. A lot of people will find the L brackets more useful than I did, but I think the Convex Mini is a game changer for me. This thing blew my mind. Functionality has been significantly expanded, you guys. You cannot deny how cool that is. So I think they make one of these for the KO3 too. Number four, no tools required for on-the-fly adjustments during sharpening. After you clamp the blade in, you're good with just thumb screws. Number five, good quality diamond stones are included. That's about $100 to $150 value as far as I can tell. There's a lot of sharpeners that are sold with some ding-dong grit, y'all. TsPROF isn't one of them. Number six, good customer support due to an expanded distribution network. They can take care of their sharpeners and the people they sell them to, so that's something to look at. Number seven, a bonus pro. I didn't put it up on the screen, but they have good documentation and lots of how-to videos online. All right, cons. Did you think I wasn't going to do any cons? Yeah, they're cons. So this is an honest review. Number one, small radius thumb screws. Thumb screws on their larger model, like the KO3, have a wider radius and tighten better. So I think either a larger diameter head, which would probably mean a larger diameter screw, is needed, or the option to hex or Allen wrench tighten, which personally wouldn't bother me as long as I could get things a little tighter. Number two, lots of wrenches. Like I said, sharpening adjustments are all accomplished with thumb screws on the fly, and many of you will like that. But these are a lot of wrenches to keep track with, and I'm not going to enjoy that as much as I enjoy the rest of the sharpener. So maybe, if you have to use this mini wrenches, add a wrench holder or a wrench compartment somewhere. I don't know. Number three is price. I've said it before, the TsPROF systems are too expensive for many knife enthusiasts. So watch for sales, save your money, try to find something that's in used condition but good. I don't know what to say, but price is a con. Number four, this may not be a true con, but I'll say it anyway. The unit has the size and ease of assembly to be portable, and therefore it needs a molded case. Number 5, along the lines of what should be included, I think for the money, a table clamp should probably come with this. Final thoughts. It is pricey but stunning. You will put it somewhere conspicuous if you own it. Handling something, really anything made to this high a standard, is rare these days, and if you're looking for what approaches a spiritual experience on that front, TsPROF sharpeners are the droids you're looking for. The added versatility of the Convex Mini is very compelling. Issues, yeah, there's some minor things I would change, but the cons are far outweighed by the pros in my opinion. If these systems were $150 cheaper, they would be in just about every knife guy and professional sharpener's arsenal. It's a shame that's not the case. So this has been my honest opinion. You guys have a good one. If you think TsPROF is right for you, I do have an affiliate link in the description that helps the channel. Thanks, guys.